of a lovely lady.
If you grew up with the Brady Bunch, as I did, you wanted your parents to marry into another family. Who can forget this iconic show opening?
That's the screw, must somehow form a family. That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch.
If only real life worked out like the Brady Bunch. The reality of blended families can be very challenging, and this lady, Liz Daniels, knows firsthand, and she's written a book to help blended families learn how to mesh called Kicking the Step Out of Mom. She uses great examples and tools to teach parents how to make a difference in the lives of the children entrusted into their care. And we are so happy to have Liz with us here today in the studio. Liz, thank you. She's just celebrated a big wedding anniversary, and she is here to talk about kicking the step out of mom. And you know, because you have 6 kids in your blended family.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for having me today.
Certainly. One of the things that I really liked that you talk about in your book is that you don't all you need to parent is love. Parenting doesn't require DNA. It requires love.
That's true. That is so true. If we could, if everyone that has a blended family could get to that point and get rid of all the bickering and all the drama and all the extra stuff that goes on in a blended family and just love. Love is the key to get you through anything.
You talk about we've got to get rid of this notion. I mean, as popular as Disney is, Disney did give us that Cinderella stepmother that so many people associate, that ugly character, with stepmoms. And you said we've got to get rid of that notion.
We have to get rid of the ugly Cinderella stereotype stepmother, because kids deserve to be loved. They deserve to be loved. I think sometimes society paints a picture and people think they're supposed to follow that same pattern. But my mission and my statement and my message is to break that stereotype, go in and just be a mother. Just do what a mother does and be what a mother is. Love, encourage, motivate, correct, instruct, give wisdom, insight. Just be a mother.
Yeah, yeah. You really just break it down to that. You are there to encourage that child and help that child reach his or her potential.
Exactly. And it's not so much that, you had to birth the child to do these things. I mean, we grew up years ago in a society where it says, and it still is, it takes a village to raise your child, and still is. I mean, it takes as much as we can to pour into that child. And as a mother, you have been given a very important role by God to just feed into this child, to love into this child, to encourage this child, shape and mold this child into what they're supposed to be in their destiny and their purpose.
Yeah. And I feel the same way. It's a gift that we've been given.
It is.
That we've been entrusted to raise these children, to raise them up. And they're not ours. They're just in our care for a while.
Exactly.
For a little while.
We a mother plays a very important role. A mother can poison a child, or they can play a very important role into helping the child become who they are, develop their gifts, their talents, their skills, their abilities, and just shape them. And sometimes, I think often what happens in blended families is that people are not healed and they're not whole. And what happens, they end up passing that on to the children, with the divorce or whatever happened before, and they express it or talk about it in front of kids and get in the kids' spirit, and kind of taint the kids, and then it brings a wedge or separation or division with the other parent, and it creates a lot of drama. And I would encourage all the mothers that, find a girlfriend, your mother, a counselor, a pastor, someone that you can talk with and get counsel and get healed, so you won't pass all that on to the children.
Yeah, one of the things that you're saying is that you can create stumbling blocks for that child's development. Liz talks in her book a lot about, you use the term building blocks.
Exactly.
And it's building blocks for mistakes.
Yes.
And take a look at this video. I want to show you one of the things. It's building block number 1. Your role is to show unconditional love. Mistake number 1, trying to take the place of the biological mother. So explain a little bit about how you use your building blocks that way.
I like to reference like a home. Like if you build a home, you have a foundation. And if your foundation is not properly built, you're going to have to start back over eventually because you're going to get rot, you're going to get mildew, whatever.
Yeah.
So you want to build in the beginning stages, like in the inception of a family, there's certain things that you need to put in place. There's certain things that you need to establish in the beginning of your family, bringing your family together and building that family into a cohesiveness, building that family to where you want it to be. You know, you have a vision. Okay, we want this family to be successful. We want everybody to grow up and feel loved and cared for. We want everybody, we want each other's back in a sense. You got each other's back. Mom and dad have each other's back. The children, we have the children's back. The children have our back. And it's not to say anything different about the other parent, because I think often what happens, sometimes mothers think that you're taking their place. And you can never take the place of the biological mother. And you don't have to compete with the biological mother. And I think oftentimes what happens in blended families, we're trying to compete or we're trying to take the place of. And if we can just understand, just be you and allow that love to flow out of you to the child. And you're going to have your special place in their heart that nobody can take away. And God made us to be able to love more than one person.
Isn't that the truth?
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
It's like our love doesn't stop with the first baby.
Exactly.
Love is exponential. It just grows more and more.
It does.
Liz has so many good ideas, and you can get her book through her